Greetings, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon. Welcome to your Akashic Records reading for October 2021 by Lightworker. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please remember that these are general readings, and if you'd like to have a private consultation with me, please visit my website www.amalightworker.com and email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. For those of you who are interested to know more, I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac, and it is available for download and purchase through the Vimeo link that is posted down here below in the Show More description box. And please also notice in the Show More description box down here below also the other links that are going to take you to a series of special videos that I made looking into your finances and what could be bringing your luck, covering the time frame all the way to December or even December 2021 or even January 2022 for some signs. So again, all of these useful links are posted down here below in the Show More description box. For those of you who would like to participate in my 5 weeks abundance program, where I will be teaching about money, abundance, and prosperity from a spiritual point of view, please don't hesitate to email me at amalightworker@gmail.com if you like to know more about it. With that being said, now I am going to focus on this reading for you, Capricorn Sun, Rising, and Moon. Many of you are really going to have a good time in October. There's going to be occasions for you to celebrate, reunions, having a good time with family and your loved ones. If you are a Capricorn that, for some reason, you do feel a little bit restricted right now, or you feel that you don't have the freedom to do what you want to do, the Akashic Records are indicating that toward the end of October, you are going to have a sense that a lot of limitations around you are being lifted, and you are going to feel a certain sense of liberation from within. Many of you place a lot of emphasis in taking everything so seriously, taking life seriously, work, your duties, your responsibilities. And for some of you, when you take everything so seriously, it makes you feel a little bit stuffy inside, or it makes you feel a little bit under the pressure. And for many of you, this sense of being freed from within is going to come from exactly that. You are going to be able to shift your perception. Where is it that now you need to put less emphasis of? Where is it that you may need at this time to delegate your time, delegate your duties and your responsibilities, so that not everything has to be your responsibility. Many of you are going to be dealing with a work circumstance where there's going to be a redistribution of duties, responsibilities at work, a redistribution of your job title, job prescription, a redistribution of the time, the schedules, hours, working hours may be changing at this time. All of these activities, maybe at first, they are going to make you feel very uneasy about it. But then, if you allow to have enough time, allow yourself to have enough time, you can see it for yourself that you are actually benefiting from it. For many of you, you are going to be facing a dilemma about a timing related issue. It could be about a due date. It could be about a date that is already pre-scheduled for something important to happen around that date. You may be dealing with time-sensitive situations. And it feels that for many of you, you may have to review, rewrite, redo certain old situations, but this time around with a much more clearer vision, with much more self-assured attitude, and with a lot more confidence. If you are dealing with a situation where you are waiting for some information or you are waiting for outside forces, other people, okay, or other institutions to get things rolling for you, I'm getting a sense from the Akashic records that this time around the ball is going to be in your court. Anything that you have been applying for, now you are going to start to hear back. Whether that was a job application, maybe you applied for benefits, maybe you had to deal with an institution of courts and justice, with a financial institution, with an educational institution. Now you are going to start to hear back from these institutions. Many of you are going to be able to resolve a misunderstanding around a bank account or around a business deal or about some resources that are granted to you, but for some reason you still don't have access to it. In October, you are going to receive everything that is rightfully yours. And you could be receiving this through courts or the legal system, okay? So it's your legal right to receive the benefits or anything else in regards to that. And many of you are going to feel more open to now ease up a little bit, ease into the situation, maybe having to let go of your guard a little bit so that you simply can kick your shoes off and relax. Many of you are going to unusually enjoy sleep. You are going to have some moments when you are truly going to feel relaxed and you are very much going to enjoy sleeping. And you are going to wake up more refreshed than before. During this time, if you are someone who had to go through a series of misunderstandings, maybe you had to go through a series of miscommunications. You thought you understood, but maybe that wasn't the case. Misconceptions. Now it feels that the truth that you need to hear, not just any truth, the truth that you need to hear will come out. This could be about your truth, who you are, your authenticity. This could be the truth about a marriage, a relationship. This could be the truth about a financial situation. This is going to be the truth about a family-related circumstance. It may also have to deal with land, how different properties or an inheritance is being distributed. If there is anything that you have been thinking for a long time to let go of, in October, you're going to feel much more confident about that choice and to follow through with that decision in whatever is it that you need to let go of, whether you need to let go of an old property, a car that maybe you owned. For some of you, maybe you need to let go of a relationship or a marriage. Or you may need to even let go of a job, provided that you have been thinking, that thought has been pounding in your mind for quite some time now. Okay? Now it feels that you are going to ease into that situation where it's completely going to make sense to you to have to let go. Pay attention to how you are setting yourself up through your expectations. And for many of you who have been adopting more of the attitude, I'm doing my part and then I'm going to leave it all up to the universe. If you are already in that mode, if you already are in that kind of thinking, this is actually going to work out for you better. Because for many of you, you are going to be facing some sudden situations that may be happening last moment, or maybe you didn't see them coming, so they may surprise you, and they may actually turn out okay at the end. It's very important that you pay attention to your inner frustration, because anything that makes you feel frustrated right now, it's not going to allow you to make the right choice for you. So please, in October, do not act out of revenge. Do not act out of frustration. Wait for your mind to calm down. Okay, because that's how you're going to be more inclined to do the right thing for you or the right thing for the situation. Many people are going to be arising from the shadows. They may suddenly want to reappear in your life. Many of you are going to have reunions with friends and acquaintances from the past. For some of you, these reunions are going to be on purpose, deliberate, when you or someone else in your circles is organizing some kind of a get together. And they are also showing me a lot of you drinking apple cider, playing around with children in the yards. Some of you are going to be shooting hoops. So it feels the kind of activities that you usually enjoy, but maybe you haven't had a chance to do much of recently. And you are going to also be very curious, or you're going to challenge yourself physically. You may be challenging yourself physically, like who runs faster, who plays a football game, or a basketball game, or a volleyball game, or ice skating, or so it feels like you are going to have this desire to get more physical, okay, to play sports, maybe to go to the gym, or to explore something for the very first time. You may be inclined to read a book for the first time. You may be inclined to attend a course, a class, a workshop for the very first time. Particularly if you are somebody who is interested in the mechanics of everything, how everything works, how your car works, how a piece of equipment works, or a piece of technology. You may be inclined to learn more about it, or even to train yourself better at it. Many of you are also going to be unusually drawn to anything that is spiritual, anything that is metaphysical. At this time, many of you are going to be looking into expanding your experience in it. You may be getting a reading from somebody. You could be attending a course, a class, a workshop. You could be ordering a book about a subject that you are very much interested, that could be more of a spiritual or a metaphysical nature. And getting that for a lot of you, astrology courses are going to go very well, provided that you are somebody who has always been interested in astrology. For those of you who are getting ready to start something new, either with work, like a new project, with work, or to start a new job, if you are getting ready to launch a new service, a new product, you are getting ready to launch your own business, or maybe you are getting ready to launch a new platform. We have so many different social media platforms nowadays, like Vimeo, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, so on and so forth. You may be getting ready to launch maybe a new page, on your TikTok page. So it could be anything, because this is a general reading. In whatever new endeavor you are thinking of starting, It feels that everything will be going well. For some of you, it may take you even 2 or 3 months to think about it or to put the materials together. But anything that you are going to start, particularly anything that has to deal with the internet or social media, between now and the end of the year, is going to go very well for you. Many of you are going to be dealing with a circumstance where it involves the distribution of assets, joining financial resources, joining of the financial accounts, or separating financial accounts. You are going to be looking into your financial affairs more in detail, because for some of you, you are thinking of starting something new and you need to examine your finances, put together the financial resources that you may need for it. And it could be the case that for some of you, you may even be thinking of buying property, buying a new car, buying a new business, buying a new home. And I'm also getting images from the Akashic records of many of you considering thinking about real estate. Maybe ideally you like to see yourself flipping homes and making money out of it. So there's going to be a dream that you may be having about real estate or making money through real estate. For some of you, it's going to be some kind of a project that involves renovating. You may be renovating a room, you could be remodeling. You could be really getting more into house flipping for many of you. And for some of you, it could be the case that maybe one of your neighbors or in the neighborhood where you live, there's going to be some intense building and building noises, or like a construction site around you that could be a little bit noisy, and you may just have to deal with it. For those of you who have been affected by either a flooding or other weather-related conditions or a fire in the past, many of you are going to be looking into the insurance. What is the insurance doing to compensate you or to cover some of the damages? So you are going to be dealing with a form of insurance. If it's not about your home, it could be life insurance, it could be car insurance, it could be about passing the title to another person or to a different company. This could be a title that is connected to real estate. This could be the car title. This could be in the workplace where whatever title you have, you pass it on to somebody else and you are moving up. Okay, so you will be having a different title now. And I am also showing a lot of you checking your work, whatever work you do, whether it is a chore around your home or documents, things that you prepare for your work. You are going to be checking once, twice, and even 3 times for many of you. Because it could be a tiny little detail that maybe keeps coming back for revision, until you finally fix it once and for all. If you have been in that cycle where you are trying to make something happen, but then it comes back to you, there's always an error, there's always something to fix, there's always a mistake, or it keeps being rejected and they're asking you for additional information or to present it in a different way. Okay, in October, it could be the case that finally, okay, the right person tells you the exact way how to do it so that you can correct it, you can fix it. If it is a matter of filing with the right agency or having the right format. So all of these situations are going to be fully resolved now. If you are somebody who has been struggling with renovations and they keep being delayed, you may just be able to move in finally around October or November. So you are getting very close to that moment where anything in connection to renovations and constructions is finally going to be done and over with. And I'm also showing that for many of you, there is some kind of an inheritance that is trying to show up for you. For some of you, this could be things that are valuable in the home, okay? Things that have been passed on generation through generation. So things of an emotional value. For other ones, it's going to be the deed to a home. It could be the rights to a property. It could be the rights to a project. It could be about legal rights of other kinds. For some of you, it could also be about legal rights or custody of children. You have to pay very attention to how you are constructing your time and your daily routine right now. And this is the time and the moment for you to actually focus on what is practical for you to do. If you have to make an important decision, okay, base that decision on what is practical for you to do, okay? You have to look at everything from a much more practical perspective. And remember that along this journey, you will be given a lot of support with each and every step. So do not be afraid to try something for the first time. Do not be afraid to dwell a little bit deeper in a relationship that you may have or in a love connection. Don't be afraid of the truth. I'm also shown that for some of you, you are going to be receiving news of some kind of a surprise reunion, surprise pregnancy, fertility treatments. It may not necessarily be about you, but it could be about somebody else in the family that, again, they're showing me, a surprise pregnancy of some kind. If you are dealing with anything of importance at your work, I'm getting the sense that either your performance is going to be going very well and you're going to get evaluated with an excellent work performance. This could be an artistic performance for some of you if this is what you do. So all kinds of performances are going to be going very well at this time. And I'm also getting that for some of you, you are going to be looking into evaluations. You may be getting an evaluation from a boss, a co-worker. You may be the one who's going to be asked, how do you evaluate this project? How do you rate this restaurant? How do you rate this website? Can you give us your testimonial of some kind? You may be inclined to write a testimonial of some kind for either a product or a service that you get. So remember that from time to time, sometimes you get lost in your mind and you lose focus. So remember not to always keep your head down. Remember to walk with a lot of pride and to keep your head held high. I hope that this is making sense to you. Do leave me a comment down here below because I'm always curious to hear from you. And yes, of course, if you'd like to know more, I have already done a home reading for your sign and for other signs of the zodiac, and it is available for download and purchase through the Vimeo link posted down here below. And also notice the other Vimeo link, which is going to take you to the special video that I made for each sign of the zodiac, including yours, talking about finances and what can potentially bring you luck. And that is covering the time frame all the way to December 2021 or January 2022 for some other signs. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Email me for a private reading at amalightworker@gmail.com, or email me if you'd like to know more about the abundance program, how to generate money. And the spiritual laws about money. So again, amalightworker@gmail.com. Thank you very much again, and I will reconnect with you in the next video. Bye for now.